Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time is quite the insane one. I hope you enjoy it. But before we get into it, I just want to say my song, the new song that I was dropping yesterday, got delayed by my distributor for some reason. It needed like additional processing. So it should be going live either today or tomorrow, hopefully, on all streaming platforms. They said it'd be up very soon, so I'm assuming it's going to be in the next couple days. But yeah, if you guys want, I'll put a top link in the description. Go pre-save it. And if you pre-save it, tweet me or tag me a photo after you pre-save it, because I'm still doing that follow spree, so I'm trying to follow back as many people as I can. So anyway, today's story time starts off 6 months ago, okay? This is just insane, all right? I have a friend, let's just call him Lucas, all right? Now, Lucas, his family owns 2 houses, okay? He has one by my house, and then he has one in Virginia. And it's because of his parents' job. They'd have to like always go back and forth for some reason. I'm not really sure what they even do. I've never even asked them what they do. But for 2 to 3 months out of every year, they go to Virginia all together and they leave their house with pretty much nobody in it. And for some reason, this year, they decided that they were going to leave their cat behind and that they were going to pay people to go and check in on it. And I was one of those people. Now, I didn't care about doing it for money or anything like that. I just wanted to help my friend out. He's one of my good friends. And he had a cool cat. All right, so everybody that was checking in on the cat had designated days. I had Tuesdays and Thursdays. Other people had the weekends. Someone else had the other days. I don't know anyone's schedule. I just knew mine, okay? So every Tuesday and Thursday, I'd go there like twice a day to make sure it had food and that it was, going out and stuff. And basically, I would just hang out with a cat for a couple hours at this nice house. Like, it was a nice time. I didn't have any complaints. But sadly, after the first couple weeks of checking in on this cat, something happened, okay? Now, I've seen stuff like this happen on the internet and on the news and stuff, but never did I think that it would happen so close to home, okay? So, on Thursday morning, I woke up, and this was after a couple weeks of checking in on this cat and feeding it and stuff. So yeah, I woke up on Thursday, I got ready really quick, I ate breakfast, and then I headed over to my friend's house because, it was time to go check on the cat and feed it breakfast. So I get there, and I walk in, and I immediately noticed that there's some trash on the kitchen table, like some fast food wrappers and stuff like that. And I figured all right, you know what? Other people come here to check on the cat on the days that I'm not doing it. So someone probably just had dinner here. And then I walked down the hallway to the office area. And in the office, all of the desk drawers were wide open. And there was this file cabinet in there that was all open as well. And there was papers all over the floor, which I found to be strange. It was a mess in there. So then I walk over to the living room and there's pillows and blankets all over the floor. And I'm like, okay, what happened last night? Did someone come here and sleep here? Is it a family member? I just really didn't know. But in my head, I decided, you know what? It was probably someone that just spent the night, a family member that was watching the cat and just left a mess and didn't clean up after themselves. Whatever, I'll clean it up. So I clean up the kitchen, I go in the living room, I fold the blankets, get the pillows back on the couch, and then I realize that I haven't seen the cat yet. Usually every time that I get there, the cat runs up to me and purrs, and I feed him and I pet him. So that was strange. I'm like, why isn't the cat coming up to me? And you know what? I'm sick of calling him the cat. Okay, his name was Oscar. I was like, yo, why isn't Oscar coming up to me? So I started looking for Oscar because I want to find him and feed him and give him some head pats. So I am looking literally everywhere and I cannot find Oscar. I'm like, where is this cat? I've looked everywhere. Where is he? And I know cats can hide pretty good sometimes. So I wasn't thinking that he ran away or anything. But then I decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check the basement. Even though the door is closed and he couldn't open it, maybe somebody that was here before me opened it and he snuck down there and then he got closed in or something. So I opened the basement door, I walked downstairs, and I walk into something that I did not expect whatsoever. It was shocking. I see this random guy sleeping on the basement floor with a blanket and a pillow, just fast asleep, and Oscar's sleeping next to him. And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Who is this? And this didn't look like, some average dude that was supposed to be there. This looked like somebody that was homeless who snuck in or broke into the house. And at this point, I'm shocked. I don't know what to do. I don't know if this guy's going to be violent if he wakes up and sees me. So the first thing I decide to do is I run up to Oscar, snatch him, and then run upstairs and lock the basement door because it locked from the outside. So I locked this guy down in the basement, hoping that I didn't wake him up because I was running, which I probably did. And I run outside and I call my friend. I'm like, yo, there's someone sleeping in your basement and he does not look like he belongs there. Now you're probably wondering, Austin, why'd you call your friend and not the police? Well, listen, I didn't know if this guy belonged there or not. He didn't look like he did, obviously, but I didn't know. I didn't want to call the cops if the dude was meant to be there. So I ran outside and I called my friend and he answered and I was like, yo, there's somebody in your basement sleeping on the floor. He looks like he's homeless. I don't think he's supposed to be here. And my friend's like, holy shit, really? I'm like, yeah, I locked him in the basement. He's like, all right, I'm going to call my uncle. And his uncle's a police officer. And like within 15 minutes, my friend's uncle pulls up, and he's not on the job, so he doesn't have his police car or his uniform on. He was just in his normal clothes. But he had some handcuffs with him and his gun. And he runs in the house, and like 2 minutes later, he comes out with this guy handcuffed. And he's like, thanks for calling, Austin. Like, this guy was not supposed to be here. And I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, I'm just standing in my friend's driveway, holding my friend's cat, Oscar, petting him to calm him down. And I really just walked in on somebody just sleeping in my friend's basement. So anyway, my friend's uncle came and handcuffed him and basically got him off the property. And yeah, he never even got put in jail because my friend's family didn't want to press charges, so he got let go. My friend's family was actually super understanding. They just basically thought, like, you know what, it was a homeless guy, he had nowhere to sleep, and plus nothing got stolen as well, so they just decided to not press charges. Now, I'm assuming because of the mess in the office that the guy was just going through all their papers and stuff. I don't know what he was looking for, but my friend's dad and his uncle verified that nothing was stolen and that everything was still there, so that's good. And Oscar was safe, which is really what matters because he was in the house alone with Oscar that whole time. And yeah, I guess he got in because someone that was there before me left the back door unlocked, and the dude just kind of snuck in and spent the night. But yeah, guys, in the end, everybody was okay, luckily. Moral of the story is, do not break into people's homes. I'm sure you all already know that, but still, don't be like the guy I talked about in this story time. And also, if you ever see somebody in your house that broke in, get as far away as possible. Run away and call 911. That's it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace.
My parents said that I wouldn't make it. Need the cash up front, I ain't patient. And I tell you that I'm fine, but I faked it. Yeah, heart so cold, yeah, it's faking. Cut ties.